It's me forgetting, not me being overly cautious. Honey's gone on ahead. Hey, honey. Try, honey. Use your laser. Jeez. How can she be so small and open such a huge door like that? Attention! Navigator code for highest level functions accepted. Access to library mode granted. We are not going for the Ghoul King sword. I forbid the thought of going for the Ghoul King sword. Whoa, this is getting pretty trippy now. Welcome. We serve the Almighty Goddess. Before you meet with the Holy Myria, please hear our words. I like this corridor. Please, meet our vampires. The Holy Myria awaits you ahead. Wow, you're glitched out, bro. That is weird. That might be the emulator. Yeah. It's the same here. Before the coming of Myria, the world was dying. The wounded earth was being covered by sand, and the very life was being sucked out of its inhabitants. That's cool. Nice sprite, bro. I know, right? I can try and fix it, if people would rather me do that. Or I can continue. Immersion destroyed. Kinda. It's endearing. Hey, in real life, holograms glitch out all the time. It's fine. The grieving Myria used all her divine power to divide the world into two halves. One half being where you are now, the desert of death, and the other, the world you came from, overflowing with life. And also scrap heaps. The two worlds are separated by the vast and violent ocean you call the Outer Sea. Yeah, we can just see the edge of the ocean stop where they stopped drawing it, which protects your world from the desert. It's comparatively overflowing. The majority of life that escaped death was taken like yourselves to the other world. That's cool. Place turned into a damn maze. Library my ass. It is Myria's desire to protect life, to protect your world. Even a monster's life is sacred to Myria. That's cool. In order to protect the life she so loved, Myria instituted many forms of safeguards and controls. Foremost among these is the control of technology. Myria makes certain that no dangerous machines, like weapons, are destroyed. Myria allows the use and repair of only existing machines, and keeps the study of machines from leading to potentially destructive ends. Thanks, glitchy hologram person. Myria is a politician first, a goddess second. What's behind this door? A second control is achieved through the energy of Chrism ore. You're getting all the world lore. Chrism ore is the fossilized remains of living beings. Transmuted by the blessed power of the divine Myria. You see, Chrism ore is no more than one of the ways Myria provides the world with her magical energy. That's nice of her. True perception. If you're not all the way through to that point in the archives, Myria is the god referred to by Gar and others. The game sort of walks back the idea of her being the monotheistic god by, of course, revealing her to have a name, referring to her as the goddess, and referring to her as the god of the Urkons in particular. Ray, Nina, Momo, Guardian Gar, and Ryu. My brave, strong children, who have crossed the violent ocean and the burning desert. I am Myria. O great and mighty goddess, we have journeyed far seeking you, that we might know the truth. O goddess, tell us, why did the brood have to be destroyed? Is there anyone who wishes the destruction of life? I certainly do not. However, the power of the brood was too great. Too great for my small, small world. As you know, this side of the world is almost entirely buried by sand, making it almost impossible for anything to survive. life has been driven nearly to extinction. And like, this is the shot they used to show that life is near extinction. They should have flipped the two. This should be the Urkon region. I have to preserve what little is left. The first time I played this, I'd actually assumed that the desert was beginning to encroach on the other side as well. That the checkpoints and borders that stop you from progressing further in the world would just lead you to the desert as well. Which is a much more grim look at the world of Breath of Fire 3, where there's just this pocket of civilization left. Anyway, let's continue. I had to save the rest of the world from the danger called the Brood. So what you're saying is, we should just sit back and let you take care of us, like we were your babies or something, right? Exactly, Ray. If I did not hold it back, using the outer sea as a shield, the desert would slowly, inevitably spread across the entire world. If I did not continue to create the machines that I repaired and used worldwide, civilization as we know it would surely perish. But while we don't have the means now, someday we might be able to build our own machines. If the world were covered by sand, your lives would be consumed with the struggle to survive. You would not be able to build anything. Even if you succeeded in creating the machines you needed, can you say with certainty that you would not also build a weapon with which you might also destroy yourselves, Momo? In the past, this world was large, larger than you can imagine. Many people once lived here in Kaer Shan. But the people fought and quarreled, and the city was swallowed by the desert. I was unable to protect them. I will not make the same mistake again. I will protect you and all the life that is left. I understand what you're trying to say. We are weak, and maybe we do need help and protection. And the power of the Brood may be similar to the power that destroyed this city so long ago. But what are you saying we should do? Are you saying that Ryu must die? He's a good dragon. Or that he has to spend the rest of his life locked up in some little room? In an artificial world? Like Tipo? No kidding. I don't like the fact that this is all being controlled by you. That you're pulling all the strings. I'm just like a little kid, see? If you tell me to sit still, it just makes me want to run around more, yeah? God, Ray. Always just pull out the knives. Oh, goddess. We have no desire to give Ryu up to you. Nor do we wish to see him killed. Having traveled with him, I can say that I do not believe that the power of the Brood is as fearsome and dangerous as you claim it to be. I'm shocked that nearly the entire world is covered by sand. But with our power working together, then maybe, just maybe, Enough, my children. I admire your bravery and courage, Ray. Well, Ray's dead. There is no need to worry. I will erase your memories of this place and simply return you to where you belong, Momo. Sweat drop from Gar. My strength is admittedly small, but it is all you have to live with. Do you understand, Nina? Ryu's getting pissed off, or the sprite is just freaking out. Thank you for bringing Ryu here, Guardian Gar. Your mission is now complete. Oh, Gar's back. Everyone's back. What about me, Myria? You didn't call my name. Don't you know who I am? You're Yggdrasil? You won't be able to get away with this. Not while I'm around. All I'm doing is leading my children by the hand, giving them a world they can live in. Myria, these so-called children crossed the entire world to get here and overcame the myriad barriers that you set before them. All for the sake of helping their friend, Ryu, find his destiny. Ryu? Very well. We will let Ryu decide. What do you want to do? If you give up your power, the world will continue to live under my protection, as it has until now. Your power, which has brought you here, is too big for the world, like the other brood once did. Accept your fate, my Ryu. I think it's implied that Peiko has always been Yggdrasil. But, I mean, that could just be my interpretation. It's because of all that nonsense she's going on about that Tipo ended up the way he did. She messed with my brother. That's the one thing I can't forgive. I don't care what you decide to do. I'm going to fight her. I don't know if I can win or not, but I gotta try. Ray, you need a hug. You need a lot of hugs. I brought you here simply because I wanted to know the truth about my own actions. It may have been a selfish reason, but I've learned one thing from all this. Now, more than Myria, I trust you, Ryu. I know it won't make up for all the brood I killed, but I'm glad I brought you here. I only know how to fix machines, you know? But we can dig up those machines, even if they're buried under a desert, and learned from him. Even if the world is covered in sand, we'd still be able to do something, as long as we don't give up, right? To tell the truth, all this talk about the end of the world or the desert, it's all just too big. I can't get a handle on it. You'll have to decide for yourself, Ryu. To tell the truth, I'm really frightened. We're not strong at all. If you go against fate, something awful might happen to the world. But I've always believed you weren't a bad dragon. I'll always believe that, no matter what happens. We'll be alright. I'll have a feeling it'll all work out. Pookie, Ryu. You have to believe in yourself, and in those who believe in you. Pooh. You are given a choice, I do remember that. It's a legit choice. A decision on which the fate of a world hangs in the balance. Give up the power of the brood and live in a peaceful world watched over by the goddess, or believe in the power of the brood and travel into the empty desert, where unknown dangers await. Ryu decides to... drumroll. Time to save state? Okay, straw poll. Who wants me to take the quote-unquote bad end first? Bad end first, says Paltios. ADHD Senpai, Blue Mary Love. That is the way you do it. True Perception, bad end first. Alright, let me save state. Too bad, too furious. Well, the one that gives you the shorter ending, we'll say. Right, let's give up our power. Carrying the fate of the world was too much for Ryu. If giving up the power of the brood will allow the world to stay the same, then that's best choice. The miracle never happened. You have made the right choice. Ryu, that is true strength. Giving up your horrible power to protect the world. I'm proud of you, Ryu. Let us go, my Ryu. And then the doujinshi begins. Ryu chose of his own free will to give up the power of the brood and stay with the goddess Myria. And so time passes. Unchanging. Finn.